As the conclave begins, there's a sense this could mark an historic turning point for the Catholic faith.
Pope Francis really set Catholicism on a new course. Are we going to maintain that course, or are we going to retrench somehow?
If there is any division behind the locked doors of the Sistine Chapel, it will likely center on whether the Church continues and even expands progressive reforms initiated by Francis, or, as some conservative cardinals have suggested, returns to the more rigid roles, traditions, and doctrines that defined Catholicism for centuries.
Are we going to have a pope who gets up and says, Francis was a disaster, we need to go back to the old church? I don't think that's going to happen.
Vatican watchers say the new pope must be someone who, like Francis, can bridge the gap between factions within the church.
What Pope Francis did in emphasizing mercy, in terms of emphasizing meeting people where they are, listening to what is needed among the people of God, that defies labels of traditional versus progressive.
Those who will vote say any labels or leanings will not play a role in their decision.
We support whoever is the best person. We don't know. So, but we don't choose a pope based on continent, based on race, based on language. We choose a pope that is truly can be the successor of St. Peter. Yeah, the one who can look after the whole world.
As the whole world now waits to see who they choose. You know, this conclave will be the largest and most diverse in the history of the Catholic Church. A vast majority of the cardinals voting, 108 of them, have never taken part in this process, though that will all change, Dave, in just a few hours when they take their oath and cast their first ballots.
Jay, do we have any insight into how long the conclave might last?
Well, nothing definitive, Dave, since it is such a secret process, but we do have some insight. You're absolutely right in that question. And it comes from the history of this conclave. Never in modern history have they gone more than 5 days to select a pope, and most recently it's been a day and a half. Talking to the cardinals before today, many of them said they don't expect it to last more than 2 or 3 days. So those are all indications that perhaps they have a pretty good idea of where they're going with all of this, and that it could be done rather quickly, though. Again, we have no solid evidence that that will be the case.